guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another video.
Another NicNLou
Video.
And today we actually just shooting some content for a couple of our other channels as well. And we were like, let's just big up the NicNLou fam because we needed to do some celebrating. You guys got us to 100K, and you know this actually happened quite quickly in a couple of months. Since we started, you know, having more fun, and you know, you guys have definitely upped your engagement. You know, hit us up in the comments and let us know what type of videos you guys want to see from us. We're about to film another video for you guys, a bit of a vlog and a bit of how we're about to make 2023 our best year yet, and how you guys can also do the same. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself.
And check out Lou looking today. She stepped out killing the game today.
It's
look
a
at
Miami
her.
vibe.
Look at her today.
2023. It's giving.
When we were coming downstairs, I was like, babe, every time you dress like this, every time you have your hairstyle like this, I'm like, yo, that's my wifey.
I'm like,
That's my wifey. So we wanted to shoot a video, a different kind of video today.
Yeah.
Sort of like a sit-down style, because we're getting in the mood, and this is something that we do every year on our own. You know, new year, new energy, new vibes, and we start, you know, together as a couple, thinking, okay, how can we, you know,
Make
do things, make this our best year. How can we do things differently? How can we, you know, approach this year and you know, maximize everything that we have going on?
Okay, so let's talk about habits, daily habits, right?
Yeah. Because Lou actually ordered this book. I read it before, but she actually reordered it and started reading it again, coming out to the end of last year.
Atomic Habits. Yeah.
And basically, you know, you don't even need to complicate things. It's just really key for us in our life, and of course, you know, for you guys, if you want as well, to start keying in on these small habits that you want to develop. Not the big, huge things, but really tiny things that, you know, you can do every day and you can repeat, and you can form sort of a pattern. It could just be like being more positive, instead of viewing things as challenges, negativity, always looking at the negative side of things. Challenge yourself to constantly flip the switch and look at things as opportunities, and look at things as like a potential positive outcome or opportunity that you can have in your life. And you know, for 2023, that's definitely something that we're going to be incorporating even more, and reminding ourselves, yo, we great, you great.
Exactly.
You know?
That's actually the most important things in your daily routine. Like, it's actually all the small habits that will take you to your bigger destinations.
Yeah.
When you think about it, like you would be nowhere without those small little daily habits. That's what we always focus on every day in our daily routines.
We like to try to make sure, because we travel so much, it's very easy for us to eat unhealthy, and we know the importance of eating well, and you know, we feel better, our whole mood is better.
So much better.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? And sometimes we could just easily get off track because we're, you know, going out, we're shooting content, we're traveling, we're in a new country, we're in unfamiliar places, and sometimes you just want to grab the easy option. One of the main things that I like to do is just always consume more greens, and that's like a super easy way to like get in a lot of macro and micronutrients that we need. So like this year I want to make sure that they have like this superfood greens thing that I
exactly.
buy.
Or like just starting to implementing more whole foods, like actually real food into your routine. Or let's say you had a really bad cheat day, and then you know the next day you're gonna wake up and you just make sure to eat greens. Add greens after every cheat meal is also a key. That
is a key right there, for real. Like I think so much of our problems with our bodies will probably be resolved in an easier way just by consuming way more greens. You know, even if we didn't change much, we literally just started, you know, consuming way more greens. So that
we always try, at least we always try, no matter where we are in the world, to get our greens in, because it's very important. I feel so bad when I don't get any greens in. Like, I feel like my body is just like, I'm disappointing my body.
Exactly. I feel like that too. And sometimes you can feel like a kid, like yeah, you know, like when you're a kid and your parents used to tell you, did you eat your greens?
Exactly.
But it's true. Like,
it's true.
Yeah, like it heals your stomach. Like if you deal with like stomach pain, or if you deal with digestive issues, like greens can help a lot of that. Alright?
Like a keynote for 2023. For us as well, we're gonna even double up on the greens. You can work out better, you sleep better. Honestly, when you start taking care of your body. And of course, don't forget to exercise. Like, you don't even have to do the craziest workouts or anything. Just wake up and do a little bit. It can even be yoga, Pilates, or something simple, but just get up and move. Take walks if you don't like to run. Like,
yeah, definitely get up and move.
Yeah.
And for all the couples watching, because we know we have a lot of couples that follow us, we work off of each other a lot. Like, of course, you know, as a man, I like to feel like, yeah, I'm macho and boom, I'm about to hit this gym. But the reality is, some days you just don't even be feeling it. And then I see Lou gears up, Lou put on her leggings and she ready to hit the gym. I like, oh shit, I need to hit gym too,
it's
right?
It's the same for me when I see him. Because
exactly.
this guy is very good with routines. Like, he's good with that, way better than me, because I fall out way easier. So
yeah, I pride myself on, you know, being like disciplined. And again, like Atomic Habits, I do like the same thing every day. And I'm really good at doing the small things every day to like feel productive. Even if I'm not actually like super productive, like I learn a new language every day, not an entire new one, but I practice language, whether it's Spanish or Swedish, every single day. I think on Duolingo on like a 360 day
That's
streak,
very
you
great.
know?
Like, I'm only on 100.
Nah, but yeah,
see, and he motivates me.
Yeah,
I'm like, I need to step my game up. I need to do it daily now.
Exactly.
Like,
so she killing. I saw you reach 100 the other day. That's lit, you know, like,
yeah.
because you was never hitting them streaks before.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
again, like, you have
my
to,
longest streak was like 70 before.
Exactly. But like, you blew past 100 easy now, you know. And that's the key of like working together as a unit, and leveraging each other.
Yeah. You motivate each other and give each other energy.
Yeah. And one thing I also wanted to say was that, you know, you see a lot of videos like this or similar videos online, and you know, people always promise you like these grand things, right? Like how to change your life in 30 days, how you could, you know, make $1 million in 2023. And you know, I mean, some of these things possible, of course. You could think, you know, you always want to think big and not limit yourself in your thinking.
Dream big.
Yeah, like we have huge dreams. You always have like these big visions of our life, right? But also, I can promise you, if you do some of the things that we are committed ourselves to doing in 2023, if you guys do some of it, I can guarantee you, in 6 to 12 months, you will feel like and be a different person.
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
Simply by eating better, taking care of your body, right? Developing positive and productive habits, and like small habits, not like massive, huge things, small habits, positive thinking, daily affirmations. If you do these things and, you know, like you apply them every single day in a small way, I always have this simple quote that I think when I think about these things. Like on my days where I feel frustrated, I'm like, all I could do is just take one foot and put it in front of the next. So like, even if like I didn't like run really fast, or like I didn't like accomplish a whole amount, like I move forward.
Yeah,
you know, like
at least you took a step.
Yeah, I took a step, because like I always think about these small things. Like, you know, you ever forget like to leave, like you was heading out and you just left the tap on, and it was just like dripping a little, and you was just like, whatever, you know, like that can't really cause any damage. And if you come back home, like I remember I did that as a kid one time, and like I came back home and the house was like flooded.
You see?
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
It's a little small
it's just like a tiny amount. Yeah, over time.
That will take you to your bigger goals.
Yeah.
So that's so important. And waking up with intentions, like we said. You know your big goals. Most of you know your bigger goals, but do you know how to get there? Like, everyone have dreams, and big dreams. But it's the smaller habits and daily routines that will get you there. Little by little. Like he said, just taking one step at a time.
This also is like a major key that you know, some major game we could drop for whoever is looking as well. Like find mentors. You know, sometimes that sounds like intimidating, right? Because, you know, mentors sometimes could seem like these people who are like aloof or much further along than you are, but you don't actually have to know these people or meet these people. You can literally find mentors, especially online in 2023. Find people who inspire you, who look like you, or who sound like you, or who sound like versions of you in the future that you want to become, who are further along in their journey, and look at them, study them, and begin to emulate what they do, how they speak.
Key.
Yeah, it's like a huge key.
Yeah.
And people underestimate the power of that. And this is something that we've done.
Yeah.
Is, we've found couples that inspired us.
Yeah.
Who were great at creating content, great at doing YouTube, great at doing TikToks, and like now,
We're like, wow, they went for it.
Exactly.
Well, let's try it.
Yeah. Because it wasn't always something that we wanted to do. I've always been managing Lou's social media, and as a couple, I've always had the opinion or the view of the things in life that I value, I want to protect. So I never really cared much to rush to put it online because I valued it so much. I just wanted to protect it, right?
It was actually never a plan to just like be open and just share.
Yeah, just like share our relationship.
Because both of us are actually very private.
Yeah, a lot more private than a typical YouTuber, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
So that's something that we're working on each day.
Yeah.
To open up more.
Yeah, and on that point, like on opening up more, in 2023. That is something that I want to challenge us, and we challenge ourselves to do, which is to open up more, to share more.
Be more vulnerable.
Exactly. Because we get all the messages, we get, thousands over the course of a year, right? Of people writing to us saying how much, we've inspired them, how much the things that we say and the things that we do help to shape their perspective, how much the visuals of our relationship, because people don't know the interworkings of it, but the visuals of seeing us happy, seeing us, even when we do fight and we share some of our fights, like stupid quirks, that doesn't keep us apart.
Exactly.
And they write us and say, okay, that really inspires us to believe in relationships, but we're not trying to sell you dreams here. Relationships take work.
It does.
They have days where I wake up.
Yeah,
they have days where I wake up and I'm like, Lou, I can't really take you today, Loudy youth.
Yeah, because we're all human at the end of the day, right?
And on these different habits that we have, in previous videos, you guys know this, like, I am an untidy person, naturally. I feel more inspired and creative when I don't have to focus on, like, being super tidy.
Yeah.
That's just
and
how I am.
I'm the opposite,
right?
so you can imagine how that goes.
Exactly, right? So.
But we actually don't nitpick. That is something that we feel like it's a waste of time. Why nitpick? We can just learn, but it takes two people to want to be on the same page. So, like, you want to learn to become better for the person.
Exactly. And over the years, I would, I feel proud thinking back of our journey as a couple and as a unit, how closer we've become in terms of compromising for each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't really stress me about my untidiness, and
I just work around it, and it works. Exactly. I don't mind picking up after him as well, because there's love there.
Exactly.
So how can I, you can't just take all the good things with someone and not the rest.
She just want all the looks, she just want all the playboy vibes, You gotta take the untidy vibes too,
we're two imperfect people. So you have to take all the imperfections as well. And it's not really like, wow, what crazy imperfection. It's just like a habit. I have habits too, and I have to know that. So why would I go and nitpick on him?
Exactly.
And I also have things that would bother him. So
yeah, exactly. And
so it's like all about like working around it and learning each other how you work. So and
learning to compromise more and more and more. This is something I always tell Lou, on social media, and even just growing up in life in general. Society doesn't necessarily explain to us that the only guarantee in any relationship, whether it's romantic, business, family, the only guarantee is conflict.
Yeah.
Love is not a guarantee.
Yeah.
You have to develop love, work on love. You have to develop chemistry. These things aren't guarantees. The only guarantee is conflict. And conflict is a guarantee simply because...
In all relationships.
Because it's two separate people. Like, you and I don't have the same brain. We're not the same gender.
Yeah,
we don't have the same brain chemistry.
Yes, we didn't grow up the same at all. It's gonna be like
exactly. I grew up hot. You grew up cool.
Yeah. Right? That is a concept in a relationship.
Yeah,
I'm black. The AC cold.
I'm black. You white. Like, the reality is we're different. We're different people, and therefore we're gonna view things differently. Even when we communicate, we might say the same words to each other, but they're processed differently and received differently.
For sure.
Yeah, even though we're saying the exact same thing.
Because of our upbringing and our past, and we're just different.
Yeah.
And our brains are different.
Yeah.
We develop differently.
Yeah. And so in our relationship, for 2023, I want to challenge myself to just be more patient, more understanding. You know, I always think of my mom and my dad in my head. You know, my dad always says, you know, son, soft words turn it away wrath. So like deep into our conflicts and our arguments, I always hear him in my head, you know, and that usually, sometimes even when I'm not in the mood, I'm like, Dad, okay, oh gosh, I try to just, you know, get my points across here. I want to be angry today.
Yeah.
But my dad is just be like, soft words, you know, and the reality is, conflicts are a guarantee, so we don't need to like raise the conflict when we do have them, you know, when we do have our differences.
Yeah.
And another thing is that, you know, like, of course, many days you wake up and, you know, you don't necessarily feel motivated, you don't necessarily have the energy, you don't feel productive. And a hack that I use is a very simple hack, is I try to find a very small way to maintain productivity. And I do this in two main ways, usually the gym, and another way I do is by learning a new language, right? And so historically, I've been practicing and developing Swedish, you know, so jag kan prata mycket svenska nu, jag kan prata svenska med min fru.
Yes,
Lu.
a lot.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let me take it in Swedish. Han pratar så mycket svenska, han är så duktig. And honestly, that makes me feel more connected to him.
Exactly, right?
Because he's speaking my language.
Yeah. And it is just something that I can do even on the days where I don't feel like I am maximizing my day. I can just go and learn a new language, something other than English, so Swedish or Spanish right now, and
you feel productive.
Yeah, just feel productive.
Feel great.
And it's easy. Like sometimes it takes 15-20 minutes, and you can like that can give you a boost for your whole day or even like your whole week, right?
Yeah.
Trust me, that's a major hack, guys. And once you learn one new language, learning another one is really easy. And they open up your whole world, right?
Yeah.
So like I can communicate now with millions of other people I could have never communicated.
Exactly.
Right? That's crazy.
And
I can listen to music and understand it.
Yeah.
That I would never have listened to before.
That is amazing.
Right? Yeah,
and that's something you could do while you're just relaxing.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to go nowhere, you don't have to feel the best of the best shape or whatever.
Yeah.
If you wake up and you're like, I don't feel to do anything,
Exactly.
then that's a great thing to still be productive, learn something, and train your brain, because you also train your brain and you stay alert. By learning languages.
Yeah. So that is definitely a major hack, and it's something that I feel is not spoken about enough. Because people always say, oh, it's fun to learn a new language, but learn a new language, especially on the days where you're feeling kind of unproductive. You know, it's cool to learn a new language in general, but if you use that like as a tool on the days where you're feeling like sloppy,
you get at least a kick. Confidence boost or a kick. I'm not bad. Like,
exactly.
And also, that is a major key. Yeah, I did something. To feel that way, as humans, we need to feel that. Like, I did something productive. Like, it's just something that we thrive off as human beings.
Yeah. And it was like you was saying to me, like, find ways to romanticize.
Yeah, romanticize your daily life.
Yeah.
Even the regular things, like, oh my God, I can breathe today, I'm breathing. Like things like that, maybe it sounds silly, but actually, it's amazing.
No, and we do this all the time together. So like, we would just be walking down the street, and it's just like a regular day, and we will just start smiling and laughing like, you feel the sun today?
Yeah.
We like, you feel the temperature?
And then we like
and we
I love my life. Just like being silly together and romanticize your daily regular things.
Yeah,
like,
just
we're like we walking today.
And we literally just walking or like
doing nothing special.
Yeah.
But actually make it special. Because it is special when you think about it.
It's true.
All the things that we get to do every day.
Yeah. And when you think about all of like your ancestors and how many people came before you just so that you could be here today, right here, watching this video, or right here making this video today,
with all the technology that is out there today that people didn't even have. Like we have so much for free these days that just like all our ancestors and everyone just didn't have.
Yeah, they were dreaming of, they couldn't even dream of it because like it was probably just like,
it didn't even exist.
Yeah, mentally it was like too far-fetched, right?
Yeah. Imagine that though, when you think about it, everything that you see right now was someone else's vision.
Exactly.
Everything exists right now because someone else did it. They had a vision. So that means that you can as well. Like it's there. You should dare to dream.
We're big dreamers. That's one thing for sure.
So that's something you should also do 2023. It's not for kids, it's for adults.
Certainly.
Implement a gratitude practice.
For sure. Just like develop a more thankful mindset, you know. Look around your life, look around your family, look around your friends, and we all have things in life that we can appreciate. Either we appreciate them, but we can appreciate them more. You know, I learned this lesson from a dear friend of mine. You know, he came to my house one time, and you know, this was actually the first time I met him. I had met him online before, but you know, he came over, and you know, he knew some of my friends as well, and my brother and stuff. And you know, he spent the week by us, and after the trip, he just went and he bought like some postcards, and he came and he put it under my room, and he didn't say anything. He just left it there for like each of us, right? And I opened it. It was just like, you know, thank you, Nick. Thank you for, you know, hosting me in your home. Had a great time. And I text him, and then when I called him, he was just saying, yo, a long time ago, he learned like a really valuable lesson of like, when you have good friends in your life, treat them like good friends. You know, if you have good family members, treat them like good family members. And that might sound really simple, but a lot of times we get in these silly fights with our closest friends, our closest family members, and we're so angry, we hold bitterness and anger over silly shit.
So silly.
Yeah, like stupid stuff, right?
And you kind of take your closest people for granted.
Exactly. Yeah, because we think, we do take them for granted because we think they have to love us, right? Because that's my sister, or that's my brother, or that's my mom, or that's my dad, or that's my friend, right? But the reality is, we want to feel proud about the way in which we interact and treat our friends and our family. So in the ways in which we can, simple ways, from writing notes, being showing gratitude, to, you know, bigger ways, in more special ways if we can. You know, that is definitely something that we want to adopt more and more and more.
And also for yourself.
Exactly.
Just think happy thoughts and be grateful for the things that you do have already. And don't always think like, I will be happy when I reach this point or whatever. Be happy in the now, and everything is just gonna fall into place. I feel. Like when you're just like, I'm so happy that I get to wake up today, I'm happy I get to go to work, or I get to do something that you like, I get to hang with a friend, and just be happy. Just always focus on the positive.
Leave your hometown, take a trip. Take a trip somewhere, because it's a lot easier to develop that gratitude mindset when you have a wider and a broader perspective on life in general. Sometimes we take a lot of things for granted, like water and electricity, and then we travel to countries and we see the struggle that other people have. It allows us to have more conviction in the things that we do when we do them on, you know, every like average days, on simple days, because we have a lot more to be grateful for, a lot more to be thankful for, and that level of conviction can really push us further along. You know, push us further along in our journeys, closer to our goals, closer to our dreams. So so hope you guys enjoyed this video. And you know, if you didn't enjoy the video, that's okay. You probably click off by now. So if you're watching me say this, then you probably enjoy it,
so
right?
You must have enjoyed some of it
if you reached this far in the video, you know. So
at least it was entertainment.
Big up yourself
for you. If you didn't, like, oh yeah, to say.
I mean, but yeah, you know. So we just want to thank you guys again. You know, this year we have big goals, but we've already accomplished quite a lot. On, you know, one thing. You know, I don't want to show the entire thing, but we're actually developing our vision board. Right
we
now,
with like our big life vision board.
Exactly.
Well, we always know. Since we started dating and since we met, we always had like similar. Like what would you call it? Not
just like similar dreams, similar ambitions, similar goals.
We share similar goals.
And we've done vision boards before, but this year we actually decided to actually make a physical vision board and print out one. We usually like share like images and make like digital ones, and like we have like these digital albums that we keep in our phones. And you know, we share that. But this year we're gonna print out one, and one of the main things that we said we wanted to do is celebrate smaller wins, right? Because
so important.
You know, sometimes we take things for granted. Like, we have millions of followers online, and we've built a platform we've been working on together, building it for like, you know, the last few years, and we just have such big goals for our life that we don't even really take it on, right? We just like, okay, but the reality is we want to celebrate some of these things, and you guys got us to 100K here on YouTube. So big up yourself.
Can't
you know, we
take
did
that
it
for
in a few
granted.
months. We don't want to take that for granted. And you know, big up the whole TikTok crew. You know, hopefully we're gonna hit a mill over there soon as well.
Yeah.
And you know, thank you guys for rocking with us.
Yeah, honestly, we just want to make this a positive platform and just have fun and be positive and supportive and have a nice community.
That's true. One thing that we actually pride ourselves on, both Lou and I, is it's very rare. I don't think it's ever happened, but it's very rare where one of you, anybody, any commenter will catch us in some negative beef online. Like whoever wanna come on our platform and talk crap or hate or whatever, like it's irrelevant to us. You very rarely ever see us going back and forth with someone over some negative crap.
Yeah.
So like that's just not what we're about. We're about positivity, progress, life, and we're about love. There's a, you know, it's a love boy.
About love, positivity,
boy.
and of course we're human. Maybe we say something that you find you don't agree with.
Yeah,
but
of course.
We never mean to like step on anyone's toe or be toxic or do any dramatic.
We only step on toes if they want come round the body, is it me? Come round the lula, is it me? I step on level 2 then.
But yeah,
Alright guys.
overall we just want to make 2023 the best year ever.
Yeah, for sure.
And with all these daily little habits and with the people that you love by your side, everything is possible.
Kinda hugging me too tight right now, alright? The people wanna leave. They
don't wanna go.
The people wanna go, alright? Alright, you see when you see all this stuff?
They wanna see me kiss that Nick.
Later. And you know, if you're watching this video, or if you know you've seen videos like this before and you're like, so many times I just don't know where to start, right? I've seen this, I feel inspired, I want to do something, but I just don't know where to begin. One thing that I've found that I've learned to do is lean into the things that make us us. Lean into our gifts, our talents. All of us, we have this voice in our head. We've had this voice for like many years now, since we're kids, and this voice, you know, tells us like certain dreams, certain aspirations, certain things that make us special, right?
Yeah, it's there for a reason.
Yeah, it's there. Like Lou, we always speak about this in our relationship. She just always loved fashion. She always dressing up. She was always wearing makeup. She was always you know, trying to style herself. And I remember, and also dancing. Like some of you may not know, but like Lou could dance really well. And I always tell her, like, you never ever like eliminate these things.
Yeah.
That makes you you.
Yeah.
So like if you want to take 2 hours doing your makeup, on the days where you can't, just do it and enjoy it, because that's what makes you
Exactly.
you. And you know, the way you dress, your style, being bright, being cheerful, and turning like small brunches into like a
big
fashion
thing,
show. That's what makes
that's
you
what I
you.
like, and that's what
that's what makes you special. A lot of times our greatest gifts and our greatest amount of productivity comes when we merge, you know, the things that God has blessed us with, you know, we lean directly into them, and we don't avoid the fact that, okay, I like fashion. You know, for me, I always like to feel productive.
Yeah.
You know, so I spend a lot of time like reading online, almost like a little nerd, right?
Yeah.
But I just like to do that.
Oh, that is your natural talent. You do great. Like you love to read and find information and learn. Like you learn and you feel productive and you learn new skills by just reading.
Exactly.
And that, like that is your natural talent, and it just comes natural.
Yeah, just lean into the things that make us us. You know, I've also always really loved design. You know, fashion as well, but like design, just things that taking things and like molding it into like an end product or like an end thing. And so, you know, I lean into doing that on, you know, a lot of days as well. So just like lean into the things that make us us.
Yeah, because when I think about that too, me with fashion and things like that, I would always take a top or something and turn it into my own. And I used to be like ashamed of it, kind of, or like, oh my god, I wish this was from a store when I was a kid, you know, and insecure. But yeah, that's a natural talent, I guess.
Yeah,
to
that's
just take something and make it your own, because well, this didn't fit that way, so I want to make it into this style or whatever.
And she does that all the time, you know. Lou
and
always,
it's just like something I don't think about. I just
Lou always taking some skirt and making it into a top, and you know, that's like all the
it's
time,
like
right?
a daily thing sometimes.
And it's funny how life works, right? A lot of the things that we used to be bullied for as kids, you know, when we become adults, those are the things that make us really unique, really special. And those are the things that society begins to celebrate us for, right? So lean into those things, And forget the haters, you know.
Yeah, it's
the
true.
haters are just like some of the biggest fans who like just really love you, but you know they're too shy to say it, right?
They take a lot of interest into your life
Exactly,
if they're
you know?
not fans.
Yeah, exactly, right?
You know?
Exactly. And you know, if you don't have haters, you know, pop in, you know. Yeah.
You gotta have some haters in life.
Big
That's
facts.
a major key. Like,
big facts.
accept the hate. Accept
Yeah.
the haters. There's
Yeah.
always gonna
Hate
be
is a good thing.
someone. Like one, you just accept. It's like human emotions. We're all going through this human experience.
Yeah, definitely. That's actually like a good point. Like, I try to remind myself this all the time, man. 2023, certainly want to remind yourself of this. Use fear as a motivator, but never try to make final decisions that are rooted or based purely in fear.
Yeah.
If you're only afraid of something, right, and that is the only reason stopping you from going on that date, texting that girl and telling her you love her, or you know, like trying a new skill, developing a new talent, you're just too afraid. Now they could have other factors, fine, but if the main factor is fear, I have this conversation with my mom all the time. I'm like, Mom, what's the main reason? Fear? Like, I'm not making a main decision only based on fear, right?
Because you're afraid of being judged or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
you know, like I don't wanna start my new Instagram project because what are people gonna say? They're gonna make fun. Like, who cares? That can't be the reason why, you know.
Yeah.
Or I don't wanna travel to this new country because I'm just afraid of. What are you actually afraid of, right? Go figure out some details on the country, plan the trip, and start taking steps, build some savings, and like, let's go, you know.
Yeah.
And that is kind of like the approach to always remind yourself, like, don't make major life decisions or don't make any decisions just solely based on fear.
Being afraid.
Yeah.
And don't make decisions while angry. Also, that's another thing.
You can make some angry decisions.
No, I don't think so. You have to think through.
Trust me. Anytime we go out and if some rude boy would disrespect the wifey, I can make a little decision called anger. Is it,
you don't know. You don't know what's supposed to happen after that if you make you get angry.
Yo.
No.
Don't touch the family and the wifey.
Walk away.
Zimmy.
On the enemy. Right?
Yeah.
Turn your, what is it? My mom used to say, turn your left cheek. Something.
When they hit you right. Yeah. Nah, that's our next story time for another day.